Hi, so basically today is the 15th of May 2014 and we had rehearsals from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. and today we focused on set, and I did not know how huge the set was. Like, I knew we had to fill up the space and make it completely transformed, but having to go and get more wood chippings and went to B&Q and set all the rosters and everything, it was so much. And it just came to the point where we needed to basically figure out how we wanted in a seating plan, and I suggested to the girls, like, because we had like the house over here, the greenery bit there, and then we had like all wood chippings around. I was like, how nice would it be with the stump, because it's so uncomfortable for people to sit, making audience members sit on them for like an hour, to basically make that as a fence type. So it's like a stump there, so it's basically separating, and then making like an alleyway, so it's like the fourth, like creating the fourth wall, but then we can always break into it whenever we wanted to during the performance. And basically all the girls agreed with me, and then when the boys came back from getting all the wood chippings, I wanted to tell them, but obviously Jess Ham wanted to take all the credit. So Jess Ham said my idea, and I just looked very impatient, and I just walked away. And then all the girls were just like, Amy, Ellie and Jess Ike and Elka were just like, let Bella say pitch her idea, because it was my idea. She wasn't even saying it right. So as I was saying it to Ben, I could tell by his face it was a complete no. Like, he wouldn't want to hear any of it. Like, came in this ear, came out that ear, and without even me saying the first sentence, he immediately jumped the guns, started shouting to me vulgarly, basically, in front of everybody, because he saw me laughing. The only reason why I laughed, because he's the one that created the rule about putting your hand up whenever you wanted to say anything, and I constantly did it, and everyone just talked all over me, and I was like, what is the point? There was no point. It was pathetic, really. And everyone was like, oh, he's been grumpy today. That is not excusable. We're supposed to be in a professional environment. Yeah, he can do whatever he wants. He can shout at people. He can make out with Ellie in that rehearsal. In that it was ridiculous. There's a lot of things people don't see. But all I'm just trying to remind myself, just to keep it diplomat, keep it positive. I didn't retaliate. All I said was, do not talk to me in that tone. And yet he continued. I would never want to work with him again after this piece. Like, he just doesn't listen. He doesn't want to listen to anybody else's ideas. If it's not his idea, if it's not coming from him, then it's a big no-no. It has to go through him. And like, I got really upset today. Look at my eyes. Like, I got big bags underneath my eyes because I've been crying in my room. I don't cry in front of any of them, but like, when I was in my room, I was just like, how much can one take? Like, I have major anxiety going to uni, and then for him to shout at me, the only place where I feel safe and comfort, like being distracted by doing this work, he's shouting at me. And then everyone's saying, oh, he hasn't eaten. Ellie was like, oh, I'm going to get him, buy him food. No, that's not excusable for his actions. But, oh well. But yeah, we had our showing today to Nancy, and that was good. We gained a lot. However, the performance quality of our piece was not good. Like, I could say that. Like, it wasn't impressive at all. I felt drained. Then showing it to Nancy, getting her feedback, that really helped, because now we know where we should go in the right directions. It's kind of interesting, having a professional perspective of things. And it's funny because majority of what she was saying, I said too. About the images being unveiled underneath the wood chippings. As usual, my ideas don't get heard. But it's interesting because it's kind of like I kind of been taught how I should actually think. Because in the outside world, if I'm working on something, I'll kind of be alone. How would we know what we're doing right? How we can evolve this? How we can create more to what we're doing? It's very interesting. So I'm observing a lot. Observing my comrades, observing everything Nancy is discussing, trying to figure out her thought process of things and how she sees things. And I think it's genius how everything's just connected. Because in a sense, this cult idea, we live in this intimate society and crew. And I don't know what's happening outside the world. Like, literally, if you don't have a TV, then I don't really know it. I'm just so wrapped up in what I have to do over here for this duration of time. So, it's so interesting. But with me, I've always got a plan, and I feel like instead of me acting, I'm being me, which is nice. Which is very nice. Because it's coming natural in a sense. Because we have been living in that mentality, in that frame of mind for the last 3 years, and it's coming to the end, that day. And some people know what they're doing, some don't. So the curiosity, the thrill of it all, it's very clever. In a sense, I feel like our piece is going to be very sentimental, very emotional. Very. So yeah, I've worked on the posters, so hopefully they'll be happy with the posters. So I'll post it in the group tomorrow. So yeah, that concludes it. Oh, my bag with my eyes. But yeah, I'll talk to you later. Bye.